Yeah, you were lost. You were lost. Yeah, you were lost. You were lost.
Finals round here on UCD American Football. Today is 2025 Intervarsity Flag Football Day. UCD able to qualify for the semifinals by virtue of finishing second in their pool, led by Maynooth University. Still waiting on confirmation of who UCD will be playing in the semifinals and who Maynooth will be playing in the semifinals for that matter. My name is Max Walpuff, and we had an interesting pool play action for Pool A, featuring Trinity, UCD, and Maynooth. Maynooth ran roughshod over both teams throughout the course of those three games. Maynooth won both by wide margins, including a 54-6 beatdown of Trinity College Dublin in their second game to walk easily into the semifinal round. UCD needed a victory over Trinity, and they did get it. 46-28 was the final score there. Still trying to fix some issues with our camera feed. So every now and then the camera feed will go sideways and pause itself on us. However, I will be here as part of the entertainment for today, here in this tiny little box in my apartment in Dublin 14. I have no way of confirming this right now, but I believe that the team in orange is all right. I do finally have confirmation of who will be playing in these games. So, University of Limerick, the home team, will face Maynooth University, and UCD will face, I need to make sure I get this right, Ulster University Coleraine Elks, UUC, because there are so many acronyms, UUC versus UCD. So, UUC I assume is going to be the team in orange because they are from one of the Ulster counties. So that means
Yeah, you were
by
last.
default that
You were
they're
last.
wearing the orange for, I guess, William of Orange. So we've got some time before the game begins. If anybody has questions, anybody's got something they want to ask me about UCD American football, about life in Ireland, about me in general, I'll answer most reasonable questions. Assuming, of course, the camera ever cooperates with us on this live stream. All right. I'll have to tell Patty about this when. Hold on a second. Let me try to get a little further.
Yeah, you were last. You were last.
All right. Having some trouble with the technology today. Thank you to those of you who are watching along already. Encourage you to subscribe to the UCD American Football YouTube channel. You can hit that subscription button and hit the bell in order to get alerts when we go live next. This is a test. I want to make sure people out there can hear me. So if you're able to hear me properly, leave a comment. Otherwise, I'm not 100% sure whether anybody can hear me, as the video goes dark at exactly the same point that it did previously. So give me a moment, everybody. I have a funny feeling somebody may have cut the camera off. And I am correct. So if you'll give me a moment, everybody. Gotta just log in. All right. So one moment, everybody. I'll have the proper game that we all are here to see momentarily. And drum roll, please. Huzzah! We're here. All right, so this is the tail end of the Consolation game between Trinity College and Munster Technical University. Thank you to Elizabeth, who has chimed in saying she can hear just fine. Wonderful. Glad to hear that. Thank you for chiming in, Elizabeth. Otherwise, I'm sort of just sitting here, not really sure what's going on, not really sure about how this is coming out on the other side because I can't watch the stream as I'm making it. So, Trinity is in the black and red, and Munster Technical is in the orange. So, semifinals are coming up as Munster Technical sees this first play. UCD, qualifying as second place in their group, will face Ulster University Coleraine Elks, I assume as winning their group, because it would make the most sense, with Maynooth University going up against the host team, University of Limerick Vikings. Game should be on this field, and because the players are lining up, Natasha, no, Limerick is not playing right now. This is the, I believe, tail end of the consolation game between the two teams that did not qualify for the semifinal round. So this game is between, I believe, in orange is Munster Technical, because the team in black and red is Trinity College Dublin. And Trinity College Dublin, they got smoked by Maynooth and then later by UCD for their pool play games. So while those teams were playing their consolation game, I had a lunch break and it was very nice. So UCD will be playing on this field for their semifinal game. The other semifinal game will be happening concurrent to this one, so we're not going to know the result of that as we're watching this. No, thank you, Natasha. We're glad that you're watching. Besides, are you subscribed? I'm really curious here because if you're not subscribed, you're not going to know about when we go live next for March 1st when our first home game comes up. So it'll be UCD up against Ulster University Coleraine. Coleraine is in County Derry, as the Irish call it, County Londonderry, as the Northern Irish or British call it. Trust me, I was at a pub quiz a couple of nights ago, which is what Americans might call bar trivia, and there was a very loaded question of how many counties are in Ireland. Now, that answer the question has a couple of different answers. There are 32 counties on the island of Ireland. There are 26 counties in the Republic of Ireland, and there are 6 counties in Northern Ireland, which is still controlled by the UK. So I put all 3 answers into the sheet, hoping that it would be understandable. I don't know if I got it right or not. Probably didn't, because my team didn't do all that well. So UCD is going to get some warm-ups in before their game begins, as Trinity and Munster Technical make their way out and back to from whence they came. All right, it looks like this is Ulster University. As apparently the officials have vacated the field. Well, it's better than as the players tried to take the field, the marching band refused to yield, but here, I suppose we're eventually going to have a coin toss to determine who gets the ball first. And indeed, here we are. Captains for UCD are Tom McKenniff and number 39, Emily Houston. You'll notice various players and coaches are pulling on referees' uniforms. This is a common practice in Ireland, where many officials are also players or coaches. So they see the game in a different way as opposed to the professional coaches that you'll have in most American sports. As Emily Houston skips off the field, and UCD's 5 stay on the field. So judging by this, UCD has decided to be on offense first against Ulster University. It is 5-a-side. Wonder here, anybody here watching flag football for the first time? So I'll try to keep my explanations understandable for a new audience. As UUC lines up on defense, keeping too close. The person with their hands up is the declared blitzer. Here comes the first snap. We're underway in this game. Let's have a little more fun from Limerick, as UCD's first down play goes for some good yardage. They've got 4 plays to get to that yellow line at midfield. That is the first down line. It is a static first down line, barring an automatic penalty that allows that on the defense that would allow the offense to have a fresh set of downs. Haven't been that many penalties in the games that I've seen so far. So second down here, McKenniff back to throw. McKenniff gets it over and across. Not a whole lot there after the tackle from Joshua Johnston. First drive for UCD results in a third down so far. Third down and a short way to go. Declared rush coming up the middle. McKenniff's got the ball. McKenniff over the middle, over the first down line. Gets through, breaking free is the receiver. And finally up the sideline goes Ben Zubarek for the catch and run. There are markers at 5 yards and 10 yards. 5 yards is for a 1-point conversion. 10 yards is for a 2-point conversion after a touchdown play. And it looks like this ball will be spotted at about the 9. So UCD looking to get points on the board here in their first drive of this first half. Running clock, 20-minute halves. No quarter system. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Rush up the middle, throw toward the middle, incomplete. That was a first down play. Now sets up second down in the same distance. We're curious here. Where are people tuning in from? Drop a comment. Let me know where you're watching us from. I want to see the global reach of UCD American football. We had someone from as far away as Santa Barbara, California, watching the pool play games. Snap comes. McKenniff's got it. I assume he's throwing it. He got it. He got the touchdown. Pass over the middle is complete. UCD is on the board first with a 6-0 lead. So now UCD will line up to go for 1 from the 5-yard line. McKenniff back to throw, stepping up into the pressure, gets it through, incomplete. So no conversion as Ulster University will take over at first down. First downs after a score are always starting from the offensive 5, barring a penalty on the try play. As for whatever reason, our camera has decided to go focus on somebody walking their dog. I assume their dog. I'm not totally sure about that, actually. Pop-up snap, quick rush on. Couldn't get the flag. Here comes the catch, going for the run. First down, got more, got plenty of speed. Finally gets it tagged at about the 5-yard line. So UUC makes a huge first play on a catch and run as nobody in the defense could bring down the tackle. UCD up 6-0 following their first drive of this first half. UUC discusses their next play. Here comes the fake pitch play, and they pitch it up the middle and in. Touchdown, UUC, a quick strike offense. They faked the snap to the quarterback position, tossed it to the running back position, and got it in on a quick pitch play. So now they will line up for one to take the lead. Throw, back post, and it is broken up incomplete. So both teams march down in quick succession and score. However, neither is able to get a conversion, which leaves us tied at 6-all. UCD will take over on first down from their own 5. Still here in the first half. The other semifinal going on right now is University of Limerick versus Maynooth University. Maynooth winning Pool A, and Limerick, I assume, finishing second in Pool B. Amir Abdullah heading out wide to the left. Here comes the snap. Here comes the throw. Going for it all and not going to get that one. Just out of reach of the receiver. Second down from the 5. As our referee, who's been on this side of the field for most of the day, was unable to catch that ball as it came through. Now they try 2 receivers to the right side. McKenneth's got the ball, rushes on, throw is in, over the middle, caught, tagged right away. Charlie Higgins on the catch for UCD. Sets up third down and medium heading toward the fourth down line. Sun now starting to peek out from behind those clouds. It was not much of a factor in the first couple games. McKenneth's long ball is, I'm going to guess, dropped based on the reaction. For those who have not watched one of our streams before, we use a artificial intelligence camera that is supposed to be able to track the ball as well as personnel movement. However, sometimes it doesn't move fast enough or it doesn't fully track the ball. So sometimes we miss plays like that, and we have to rely on people's reactions. Fourth down here for UCD. 2 to the left, quarterback rolling right, pass across the middle. Abdullah's got a long way to go, and he will not get there. Turnover on downs, UCD. So UUC will set up from their own 5 to start their second possession as UCD stalls in their own offensive half. Let's see what the boys from County Derry can do. Snap is a pop-up style. Nobody rushes the quarterback. Throw is just too far for, I'm probably going to butcher this name, Piaras McCarran. Piaras. Not 100% sure how to pronounce that name. Second down from the 5. UCD opted to go for coverage on that play. This time they do send a declared runner, but he drops back into coverage. Picked off! Amir Abdullah's got the ball. And it looks like UCD has it inside the 10. So both teams not able to do much on their second drives, but UCD, with that interception, sets up themselves in great field position. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. McKenneth stepping into the pressure across the middle, and the underneath route works to get more yards. Could not get to the goal line, brings up second down. UCD attacking the road end, which I believe they're going south in relation to the compass. 2 to the right, 1 to the left, rushes on. McKenna steps into a throw, gets around the pressure going toward the back end of the zone, incomplete. Third down coming up in this tie ball game in the first half. If anyone's got questions, I'll get to them as the game warrants. So if you've got one, please drop it in the chat. Love to keep the conversation going with those who have tuned in to listen on this fine Saturday. 3 to the left. McKenna on third down. Tip ball, tip drill, tip touchdown. And UCD is on the board with their second TD of the night. To go up by 6, they are going to go for 1. On a 3 to the left play, a pass over the middle, tipped by one receiver into the hands of another. Everybody on the line. The conversion play, the pass, stiff arm away, and it's broken up incomplete. Once again, no conversion for UCD as Ulster University comes back to the field. Their last drive ended in an interception play. Amir Abdullah on the catch. Amir, a first-year engineering student. He is from Limerick. This is a bit of a homecoming for him as UCD gets their 5 players on the field following some substitutions. Quarterback for Ulster steps into the pressure, launches the ball, intercepted once again. 2 straight interceptions on 2 straight passes. Ben Zuberik comes down with it. The boys from Ulster are having a bit of a trouble right now. The interception was made prior to getting to that first down line. Oh, this could be really interesting for UCD. If they just gain that little bit of yardage, they'll get a first down because first down in this sport is demarked by that middle line, but it's the middle of that line. McKenna back to throw. McKenna launches it. Got a man open. It's Abdullah. It's going to be a touchdown. UCD strikes quickly. (18-6). UCD is on top. I regret to inform anybody who is tuning in for the Limerick and Maynooth game, we do not have information about how that game is going. I know it is happening at the same time. We only have one camera. I don't have a whole lot of people on the ground able to give me results. So, Elizabeth, I am sorry. I do not know how the Maynooth game is going as UCD lines up to go for 1. McKenna rolls to his right, keeps away from pressure, launches it in. Higgins with the grab, and it's a conversion for 1. 19-6. So UCD steps up and gets 2 quick possessions and 2 quick touchdowns. So for the 4th drive today, Ulster University comes up. Let's see what they can do. Preparing to launch it. Almost 3 straight picks on 3 straight passes. So close for the UCD defense. Almost a 3rd consecutive interception on the 3rd pass. Whoa, that was rough to watch. UCD opting to drop into coverage on most of this, not opting to send anybody. This time he throws underneath and gets a completion. And nobody's gotten the flag. Nobody's got him so far. And Pieris McCarron running all the way down the sideline to get the ball inside the 5. As many flag football games tend to be, this is going to be a back and forth contest between two teams that have nothing but offense on their mind. Quick throw over the middle, and it is dropped. Had it in the end zone, incomplete. Oliver Gordon, the quarterback for Ulster. He wears number 2. You may notice I'm looking off to the right a lot. My roster notes are over here. Thank goodness many of the coaches were helpful in having the teams fill that out. And this one ended up being caught, put over the line for the touchdown. Gordon ended up getting the ball just to the right spot as Ulster gets back on the scoreboard. It is now 19-12 as Ulster will line up to go for 1. Gordon in the gun. Got 3 receivers to the left. He's looking that direction, heading to the back shoulder, ends up making a great grab for the conversion. (19-13). UCD goes back on offense, up by 6. Tom McKenniff back in the gun. A chemistry student at UCD. Seeing if he can find the right combination here, and it's incomplete. Into the hands, out of the hands, onto the ground. Second down from the 5. UCD rolling here in their 5th possession of this first half. UCD started the first half with the ball, so Ulster will begin the second half with the ball when we get to that. As McKenniff shares some words with his receiver that is lined up closest to the center. Fake the pitch. Blitz is on, throwing it across and just able to cannot get it off the ground. It would have been a shoestring catch to grab that one. And UCD is backed up in their own territory for 3rd down. McKenniff has the ball. He'll load up. He'll go for it all. Here's the throw, and Higgins had it and dropped it. 4th down coming up. UCD has the whole way to go to get to the midfield line. Barring a defensive penalty, UCD's got to get all of it in here, as McKenniff will head over and have a quick chat with Patrick Sweeney about what the play call is here. Teams are allowed timeouts in this, but he seems to be able to get the play call right away. Two receivers left, one far to the right. Kenneth over the middle, got it. Plenty of room, lots of room to cover, but a flag pull 4 or 5 yards ahead of the first down line. Not going to be enough as Ulster University forces a turnover on downs. It is 19-13 in favor of UCD, as we will get reset back at the UUC 5-yard line. One touchdown is all that separates these teams. Both teams scored a touchdown on their first drive. Both turned it over on their second. UCD went up in their third drive with a touchdown following an interception. as Oliver Gordon is back in the gun. Got 3 receivers to choose from, plus the snapper who will become a receiver shortly. Over the middle, and it's complete. Joshua Johnston is wrapped up and has the flag ripped after a short gain of about 7. This is concurrent semifinal number 1. Maynooth and Limerick are competing in a different semifinal. I do not know the score of that game. And fake the pitch, going around one direction. And they try the forward pass, and it doesn't work. Out of the hands of McCarron from Gordon. Brings up a 3rd down. As Zubarek getting some instruction from the sideline of how to play this next play. 3rd down coming up here. Pop-up snap, ended up getting fielded. Going for it all, got a man, wide open. 1st down coming up for UUC. Blown coverage on the left side of the formation puts the Elks at 1st down. Wonder what the plan is here for the visitors from Londonderry, as Connor McCloskey puts a hand on the ball to snap it back to Oliver Gordon. 2 underneath routes, opting to go to McCarron. McCarron gets the flag pulled right away. Zubarek on the stop, brings up 2nd down. Not a whole lot gained on that play. Gordon sends 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. The one to the right is Alex Humphrey, number 33. Gordon stepping up to the line of scrimmage, goes for it all in the end zone, and he got it. Touchdown to tie the game. UUC will line up for 1 to take the lead. Gordon's got 2 receivers close by with 1 far out to the left. He'll go that direction, and it is tipped incomplete. We will stay at a tie game. So UCD ends up giving up the score, but does not concede the lead. 19-19. I don't know if that was a good year for the world. I guess it depended on where you lived. But down goes the ball. UCD will start their 6th drive on offense. McKenniff got the ball, loading up, going for it all, and he overshoots everybody, incomplete. McKenniff was not the first starting quarterback of the day for UCD. He ended up coming in midway through the first game against Maynooth University. Got the offense going a bit, but the team was in a bit of a hole and could not climb out of it. 2 receivers right, 1 far out to the left. McKenniff's got the ball. Over the middle pass, looking for Higgins, popped up right into his hands. Oliver Gordon, the quarterback for UUC, tipped that one as well as Higgins, and Higgins ended up coming down with it. 3rd down coming up here, medium range distance to go to that 1st down marker at the yellow line. We hope everybody is enjoying their Saturday, no matter where they are tuning in from. I'd still love to know where people are tuning in from, so please drop a location. Don't necessarily give out your address. That's weird. City or town will be suffice. That'll be good enough for me. 3 receivers all to the right. McKenna has some options to go through. Looking for a quick pass, gets it over, and Zubarek is looking for a flag. He's not going to get one. It ends up being 4th down here. Fourth down, got to get to the middle of the yellow line at a minimum. Zubarek going out wide, as Ciavaro will be the one to snap the ball. 2 receivers left. McKenna loads up, goes for it, got the ball. Zubarek has it just across the first down marker. That's all he needed, and that's all he got. First down just beyond the marker. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Rush coming up the middle. McKenna loading up, going for it, all into the end zone, and caught! Touchdown UCD! What a grab! Beat the coverage, smoke the man, and get 6 points on the board. An incredible grab on Diego Conley Leonardi. And now UCD will line up to go for 1 to extend this lead. 25-19 your current score. UCD looking to make this a 7-point game. High snap over the head of the quarterback. That's an automatic dead ball play. No conversion for UCD as they bungle the snap and stay up only by 6. Well, at least the spot of the ball doesn't have to go very far. So Ulster will take over from their 5, and they will start their 6th drive of the day. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Gordon loads up, has nobody open at first, but ends up going straight for McCarron, who drops it. Every time this near side official throws the yellow flag that he has in his hands up in the air, I think he's going to throw it onto the field. And it's really throwing me off. So this leaves us with the 2nd down from the 5, as I apologize for looking down at my phone. I have a couple people trying to message me for something. Two receivers right, 1 far to the left. And they pitch it to McCarron, who pitches it to Gordon, who is able to run. He does run, gets the flag ripped at about the 15. No, that's the 10. -5, Max. This is now going to be 3rd down, Ulster. As if I'm not mistaken, rain has begun to fall in Limerick. Just judging from the little pieces that I can see going across the camera. Gordon will load up, going into the rain, throws it underneath, got a catch, got a man, got a 1st down. That's Joshua Johnston once again. As now the game has stopped for some reason. Players are going places to do things, but I'm not 100% sure what. We have had a lot of possession, so perhaps this is halftime. I'm actually going to judge that it is halftime based on just the fact that the referees are all sitting down and conversing as the teams are on their benches. I believe this is half. So UUC was in no hurry to score, in part because they will get the ball to start the next half. So, first half recap. Thank you again for joining us. I'm Max Walpoff. I'll be the voice of UCD American football this season. First half recap for the UCD team. They got 4 touchdowns with just one point conversion going successfully and turned it over on downs twice. For Ulster, it is 3 touchdowns with 1 successful conversion, 2 interceptions, and the end of the first half. That gives us a score of 25-19 as the rain starts to pick up in a visible format here. It's already landed on the camera, and that's likely not going away for I do not have an update on Maynooth and Limerick. However, we will know who won that game based on who plays in the third place game coming up next, because whoever loses this game and that game will play the third place matchup, followed by the championship game starting around 3:40 in the afternoon here in Dublin. So first half of action is finished and in the books. 20 minutes will be added back to the officials' clocks, and we will have a running clock down to the 2-minute time out. Thank you again for joining us here on this stream. It's been an interesting journey for myself personally. I'm still grateful that UCD American football have been as generous as they have been in allowing me to come to training sessions, get to know the players, get to know the coaches, and really start to see what it's like operating a football team from the inside. This has been an incredible journey to understand what it's like at the ground level, and I can't thank UCD's team enough for welcoming me in as they have. They were, in fact, so welcoming that they allowed me to host part of their Super Bowl pregame entertainment, and that was a ton of fun. I designed some pretty hard trivia rounds for everybody. We played a game called Name That Year, where I gave everybody 3 hints based on events that happened the same year and had them guess what the year was. One guy went up 2-0 in a 5-question game, and then the other player who was down 2-0 got 3 on the button. That was amazing. Although my personal favorite game was Are You a Bandwagoner, where we brought 2 guys up on the stage, one for the Eagles, one for the Chiefs, and we asked them historical questions about their teams. So it was really funny to see what these guys do and what they didn't know based on what I consider to be important information for any fan of these 2 teams to know. Bird is now flying over the field. 2 birds, I see. Can we get 3 little birds and have a Bob Marley song? That was a great joke. Please clap. Ulster University will start with the ball down by 6. Back out in the sky blue uniforms will face into the rain here in the second half. Ulster will have the rain and it looks like the wind at their backs. Wonder how that will affect the vision of the passer. Oh, we have an update from Kelly Dwyer. Hurricanes 20, Vikings 6. Thanks, lunch. I Not sure where you got that information, but I'm going to choose to trust you because you know more than I do, apparently. So Maynooth is in the lead on the other side. So if all results hold, it would be a rematch of UCD's first game of the day. Here's Ulster University on their first play. Half, and it's an incomplete pass. Does not get there. So second down coming up here on UCD's drive of the second half. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Kelly. Lord's work out here. Gordon gets it on this second down play, and might have been sacked with this tackle football, but it isn't. Flag gets pulled. It'll be third down and short going up here for Ulster, as Gordon got the ball away prior to his own flag being pulled. This is interesting. Okay, now the snapper puts the ball down on the ground. There seems to be a bit of a debate of where the ball is supposed to be snapped. Gordon's got two receivers lined up to the left, one far to the right. Are we going to be ready for play at some point, boys? Looks like number 6, Joshua Johnson, was discussing something with the side officials. Quick pitch back to Johnston. It goes. Creative play design gets them a first down. The pitch to the up back pitched it forward to Johnston. A well-designed play gets the yardage that Ulster needed to reset the chains. A first down on the offensive half. Similar formation, two receivers left, one to the right. Here comes the rush. Here comes the throw. Back to the snapper McCloskey. And he goes down with the flag down. Second and long coming up here to get to that goal line. After the short gain, second down, keeping that similar two-play formation. Back to the quarterback in play here, but a big rip here from Amir Abdullah causes a loss of yard. Try to get tricky again, and Abdullah sniffed that one out before it was done cooking. This is still the first possession of this second half. Each team had the ball 6 times in the first half. Almost bungled that snap. Gordon's got it. He'll throw it back to the person who pitched it to him, and McCarron was not ready for it as it came. The incompletion brings up third down. As a player for Ulster goes down at the 5-yard line, and it looks like this player is going to need some help up off the field. I did not see a number, and gonna stay in the game? Very well then. That is Joshua Johnston, who in his self-made bio lists himself as wide receiver / defensive back, wacky wavy inflatable tube man university. He clearly thinks that this is a Key and Peele sketch, but I take myself more seriously than that. As the officials are chatting about something, while there is a challenge system in flag football, there's no video review. And on top of that, there is no challenge for missed penalties. So anyway, after all that discussion, it's still second down. Two receivers left, one to the right. Snap comes to Gordon. Gordon in trouble, and he's sacked on the play. Never got the ball off. Third down coming. Nope, I was wrong. That was fourth down. I really missed the sideline down counters. So the first possession of this half goes by the wayside for UUC. Let's see if UCD can extend their 6-point lead. McCloskey is the rusher up the middle, and the space he vacates is where McKenniff throws for the incomplete pass to Higgins. Second down from the 5-yard line. We're thrilled you've decided to join us, making us part of your Saturday entertainment. McKenniff, back to throw, over the middle. Higgins got it this time. Higgins on the run, on the loose, at the sideline, he's out of bounds. Third down and short coming up here. First time touching the ball for UCD this half, looking for a sixth. Looking for their 6-point lead to extend to 12. As this is semifinal number 1 in this Intervarsity Flag Football tournament. At last check, the Maynooth University Hurricanes were up on the University of Limerick Vikings on the other field. Kenneth loading up, going long, got Abdullah, and it's incomplete. Had a man open, setting up now for fourth down. Got to get back to that yellow line for first down. As I see, Durthang 1000 has rejoined us for this semifinal. You were the only one asking any questions during that first game, and I really appreciate you giving me something to talk about. Snap held over the head, and catch is made. Well grabbed by Thomas Ciavaro, the snapper, as it resets the chains to bring up first down for UCD. Both teams now are trading lengthy drives to start this second half. Formation looks to be 2 receivers left, 1 to the right after some motion brings somebody over to McKenniff's right. Loading up, finding a way to go. Overshot one receiver and underthrew the others. So that spends first down. Now to see what UCD comes up with here on second down. McKenniff's got it. Throws it. Overshot his receiver, incomplete. Brings up third down. As the sun is peeking out from behind the clouds at Limerick. As it looks like Amir Abdullah has a shoe issue. So 2 plays, 2 straight incompletions. UCD has largely kept this same 5 on the field for the duration of this contest. High snap, handled well. Throw is over, looking for some yardage, intercepted at the 10. Ulster gets the ball and will start the drive once again in their own territory, holding UCD out of the end zone. Another one of those layered throws that overshot one and undershot another. As Ulster is on the ball quickly, trying to take advantage of UCD still chatting with their coaching staff. Here comes the play over the middle, crossing route pattern, and the underneath throw goes for good yardage, brings up second down and manageable. Ulster trailing by 6. This is their second time touching the ball here in this half. Gordon lines up, got it, could not get the flag in time. Flag is ripped, I believe, just before the first down. No, it's not. That's a touchdown for Ulster to tie the game. Now, can Ulster get the conversion to take the lead? It looked like UCD had a defender over the middle that got the flag, but must have just missed it. Ulster will go for 1 to take the lead. Bunched around the center. UCD's got good coverage on it, and the throw is offline and incomplete. We are tied at 25. As a score update from the other semifinal game, the Maynooth University Hurricanes look like they are storming their way into the finals. That was a good joke. Please clap. No kidding, Durthang. There is a lot more to talk about in this game than definitely the first two for pool play in Pool A between UCD, Maynooth, and Trinity. You got that right. All right, UCD on the ball, second time with it. Tie game at 25. Shifting in motion. It looked like that might have been an illegal shift. Going up, loading for a long pass, and judging from the reaction, it's a catch for UCD. Yeah, I believe this is an illegal shift on UCD. A player definitely was moving before the snap. As no matter the outcome of that play, it was coming back. As the referee is going to have to march half the distance to the goal to bring up a repeat of first down. .25 all as UCD goes for it from the 2.5-yard line. Receivers bunched to the left. Snap, high, handled. Kenneth's got to get rid of it. He does. Gets it over the middle to Conley Leonardi, and that gains a lot of yards. Second down and very manageable for UCD on a play that could have meant a safety in favor of Ulster. Winner of this game will head on to the finals, and the loser of this game will head to the third place matchup. Third place matchup will be right here at this field. Throw is over, going for the deep route, incomplete. Brings up third down now for UCD. Trying to get to that first down line at the middle of the field. UCD is back ready for play. 2 receivers to the right side. High snap handled. Throws over the middle, first down line, and got it. Higgins able to get a couple more yards before being tagged down by Oliver Gordon. It does what UCD needed to do, reset the chains and keep the ball. As after a brief rain shower, it looks like the rain has let up in Limerick. 1 receiver on the right, close to the center. 2 receivers on the left. Snap is much more manageable for McKenna. He gets around the blitzer, throws it to the sideline, got a man open, has it right at around the 5. Touchdown UCD. Nobody could get that flag off of him. It is such a visual adjustment for me as someone who is very used to tackle football to think somebody with a catch like that with 2 people coming at him and thinking, this play's over. But with flag, you got to get the flag. 3 receivers bunched to the left for this 1-point conversion attempt. McKenna's got it. Couple receivers open over the middle, got a receiver, bobbled the ball, and made the grab for the conversion to go up by 7. (32-25) is your score right now in this second half. UUC will touch the ball for the 3rd time coming up here from their 5-yard line to begin, as UCD gets some last-minute instructions from their coaching staff, as it looks like a team is going to call timeout, as UCD was not ready for that play. That would have been a 5-on-0, and I would have laughed very hard if it was an incomplete pass, and I also would have laughed very hard if it went for a touchdown. Both of those options are still kind of funny. I want to thank everybody again for joining us wherever you're coming from. My name is Max Walpoff. I will be the voice of UCD American football this season. Our first game in the tackle football version of our season will be March 1st, this upcoming Saturday. Game will be around 1 p.m. We are still trying to figure out where I'm going to be calling the game from, because during the Intervarsity game, I did the same thing I'm doing today. I'm calling the game from my apartment in Dublin 14, which is about a half-hour walk from where UCD will play the game. Gordon's got this ball on first down, throw it underneath, got it complete to McCarron, who's able to avoid a few until one gets the flag down at about the 13-yard line. There was some talk with some members of the club that I could potentially do the game from the changing room at UCD Sports Center, because there's Wi-Fi that still works. But truth be told, I like the Wi-Fi in my apartment better than the school's Wi-Fi. And intercepted! UCD's got the interception here, but I believe the sack came first. The sack came first before the interception, and instead of being a potential pick 6, Ulster is thanking its lucky stars that it's just 3rd down. Or, never mind. It was a turnover. Flag was ripped instead. UCD's got the ball, and they get a good first down. So I mistook that flag for a member of Ulster's team as opposed to being from the intercepting player. That's my bad. Ciavara will stand back over the ball. 3 receivers to the left for McKenna to choose from. Tom's got it. Rushes on over inside, touchdown anyway. UCD extends the lead after the interception. UCD's got a chance to go up by more here on this 1 point conversion. 3 receivers to the right this time, looking to set it up, back shoulder, going into the end zone, incomplete, keeping it a 13-point lead. It was a great interception. It's just too bad that I was confused as to what happened on that, but 2 plays later, UCD is in the end zone for another touchdown to be up 13 points here in this semifinal game. UCD's offense starting to come to life when they're playing a team not named Maynooth. Got to think this is must-score territory for the Ulster University Elks. And they'll start the drive with a 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right formation. Nearly a sack in the backfield, gets the pass over the middle, and it is complete for a second down. As it looks like an offensive penalty was taken, as that's the only reason I can think of that the ball is being spotted where it is. From inside the 5, Ulster back at it on first down, but the play they had did not count. As UCD brings on a substitute. That's number 15, Tom McKenniff again. As there was a bit of a misconception on that snap. They do that pitch play end around again. This time Ulster, it gets them really good yards. Out beyond the 10, but a penalty flag comes in from the far side judge. That snap looked off from the start. And it is yet another penalty. And this one will march them back even further. Because it's a different spot and because it was enforced from the spot of the foul, I believe the down counts. So I think this is second down. We'll all watch together, as there's definitely going to be some pass interference on that. Clear as day, Joshua Johnson shoved down his defender, and it was right in front of the official on that side as Amar Abdullah went down on the play. You're not allowed to do that. So still more yards to be marched off based on how that play ended up, as I believe it is second down still. This is a game I really miss having a down counter on the sideline. I am glad I skimmed the entire rulebook yesterday, though. Gordon back in the gun, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, gets the ball, and flag pulled. I believe he's in the end zone or very close to it. It'll be third down and forever from the 1. Ulster's got half the field to go to get this first down, barring a defensive penalty. I believe it is third down as Gordon lines up to throw, gets it away, and it almost intercepted. Johnston tipped the ball, could not bring it down, and Abdullah and Higgins could not bring it down either for the interception. I believe we're looking at fourth down here on this play, and Ulster's may as well have to get to County Clare at this point. Need to call a play to get a penalty or get all the yards. Ulster's got two receivers. And they try that pitch play formation again. This time it gets them some yards, but not enough for a first down. And that was third down instead. So now it is fourth down as I see the closed fist from the white hat. So now it's fourth down. Ulster's got to get about halfway between their goal line and the first down line. Almost intercepted. Turnover on downs anyway. And that's an important turnover on downs as opposed to an interception. What happened to Thomas Ciavaro? He just got a stern talking to from the white-hatted official. I'm not sure what for. So that ended up being a turnover on downs. So that means UCD stepped up at their 5 as opposed to wherever they might have returned the interception. McKenniff over the middle to Higgins, got the ball, got the yards, getting to the first down line. He steps out of play. We'll see where they spot him. They spot him just short of a first down. Second down coming up for UCD as they lead by 13. UCD has scored twice in this half, with one being a 1-point conversion touchdown play and the most recent play being just 6 points. Ulster scored early on in this half with a touchdown, but has gone interception, turnover on downs, each of their last 2 drives. Thank you all for joining us. Here's a second down play. McKenniff over the middle, finds his man. Ciavaro, see you later. Down 2-3-D. And another 6 points on the board for the boys in sky blue. 44-25, UCD will line up for the conversion. They'll go for 1. Looking to make this an even 20-point lead. Touchdown scorer Ciavaro, the snapper on this play. 3 receivers left side. McKenniff has to leap for the snap, looking for an underneath receiver, going to the back of the end zone. Why not complete the 7 points yourself? 20-point advantage for UCD. Four drives, 3 touchdowns, 2 successful conversions for UCD in this half. 4 drives, 1 touchdown for Ulster in this half to separate the 2 teams. That was an incredible run of play for UCD. Ciavaro had enough for the first down, kept running because nobody could get his flag. Forward pitch play here for Ulster, looking to make up some kind of yards. Fumbled on the play on the contact. There is no returning fumbles in this league. Just the play is stopped at that in this sport. As the first down play goes for a good chunk of yards. And it will set up a second down and short. Two to the left, 1 to the right. Short snap coming up, keeping it behind the line of scrimmage, looking downfield. Got a man out of bounds as Joshua Johnston. He had the end zone in his sights and could not keep his feet in bounds. Inside the 5 goes Ulster as UCD has put in a couple of their reserve players for this drive. This time, 3:40 p.m. Eastern time, Irish time, I should say, was supposed to be the start time of the championship game. It will not be. Gordon has a hot route check. This hot route goes for 6. Touchdown, UUC. Another underneath throw from Gordon gets Ulster right back in this contest. And they will go for 2. Try to make up a little bit more ground and be down by just 12 points. Got 10 yards to get. Staying behind the line of scrimmage, going for the post route, and got it on a coverage mismatch to go to 33 points on the game. $12-point lead for UCD. Game's not over yet. UCD's got to play a little bit careful here. Or not. Game's over. 45-33 is your final. UCD moving on to the finals.
Thank you guys for referencing.
So UCD wins semifinal number 1. I once again call upon Kelly Dwyer to see if we can get a update from the other game, because Kelly seems to know the answers to these questions, and I do not. So Ulster University Colorane's day is done in the semifinals. So they will play the 3rd place game coming up. As UCD's coaching staff is talking things over with the official for the last game. We thank everybody for joining us for that game. We're expecting that the 3rd place game and championship game will also be at this field, although I am not certain of that. As walking over now, I recognize these guys from the first game. This is Maynooth University walking over to the opposite sideline. "40-12 Hurricanes." Goodness, Maynooth's offense is on fire today. They had over 100 points in pool play, and they just put up 40 again on Limerick. Incredible. Thank you to Megan West for providing that score update for us. I am waiting for confirmation from somebody from the field. about the game we are about to watch here.
He's getting his own highlights up already. The Tinder can wait for you.
You can't put a clip on.
No, you can do every picture though, frame by frame.
Put it on Tinder. On Hinge.
There's a slideshow.
I wouldn't mind a couple photos actually. Bro, that was so fucking messy. He like did like a fake. Yeah, man. The guy with like 6 touchdowns. I went to go shake the refs out, dude. Just to miss me. I was fucking racing.
Sorry, everyone, just updating my graphics and the crawls for the upcoming games.
When does this game start? We just need to get like Joe here, like really?
That's everything in quarterback needs.
But also,
Anyway, we've got time for questions. So if anyone's got something they want to ask, could be anything. I've got opinions on lots of stuff, some of which are suitable for public consumption and some of which are not.
but also have a shit ton of news. Bro, I can do the inorganic dump. Oh, the inorganic dump system. Oh yeah.
We don't have a cover one.
Actually, no, I know what it is.
I'm just waiting like the rest of you, trying to figure out what the next move is, because I know that we were delayed getting to start today's action because the officials hadn't arrived on time. The first UCD Maynooth game. Well, wouldn't you know, I happen to have stats for that. Maynooth demolished them. It was 40-12. It was not the greatest football games to watch. Maynooth jumped out to a very big lead in the first half. 3 touchdown drives plus 1 conversion in the first half to UCD getting into the end zone just 1 time. And then Maynooth put on 3 more touchdowns in the second half, followed by UCD getting on the board once more to end the game. Maynooth finished the game with a touchdown drive. 40-12 was your final. That answer your question, Mr. Bracken? I assume Mr. I don't know. Lots of people, lots of types of people can be named Carl.
They beat us last
All right. Happy to be of assistance. Okay, so I have just received word. The third place game and championship games are going to happen at the exact same time. So, don't go anywhere if you're looking for the championship game between UCD and Maynooth. This is a rematch from the first game of the day.
All right, let's go. Defense, everyone in.
As I get myself set so that I know what's going on out here.
I think it's a win coin. He likes to see this one.
So, the championship game will be broadcast right here. We will not be able to broadcast the third place game because that's happening at the same time on a separate field. So Maynooth waltzed into this with big margins of victory in each of their 3 games so far. It was a 40-12 margin of victory over UCD in game 1, followed by 54-6 over Trinity College in game 2. Maynooth then took a break before demolishing University of Limerick 40-12. So if there's any consolation for UCD here, we've already played this team once, and it didn't look great the first time. Can't get that much worse the second time, right? Looking at it like an optimist. So both teams, having just played, are still in a bit of a break, but not going to need to cool down here. So it is Intervarsity Championship round coming up.
They love the exact same thing. He runs drags as well. Like I say,
Anybody got questions other than how the first game went that they want to ask me? We're sort of just waiting for teams to be ready to play. So right now you're watching Maynooth University warm up. UCD, I assume, is warming up off camera. It's been a long day of flag football for a lot of them. I do know the bus call time for UCD to get to Limerick today was 6 in the morning to be at campus. Seriously, anybody got questions? We got lots of time.
Actually, listen. Charlie. The way we'll call it, right? The way we call it is like, say, it sounds like I'm called different shit. No. And if we want to go back, everyone got a risk. And if we want to go back to it's deep. Like with shade. Inside shade. With cover 3, you can see it. So you know your position. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you make sure you're.
Just like the first game between these two teams, Maynooth will occupy the far sideline, and UCD looks like they will be at the near sideline.
Is drag. No, but he was yeah. So him and the female center. So we make the point.
You got a bit of a ways to go before this game starts. I was about to say kicks off, but that's not the correct terminology in flag football because no kicking is allowed.
Okay, so you're going to be over there. Each red,
I think we got this.
Tell you what, I'm going to walk away for a moment. I got water I got to get reset. So I'll be right back, everybody.
Yeah, but he got plucked out. You are stuck here.
Are we good to go? Ready to go?
Yeah. And their blitz are super. Yeah, bro, when you're flagging, like, level. One of the days after this, like you would see him flag.
Hey, everybody, I'm back.
Like if this video got cases.
Although, yeah, you know what, bro? I want to see the end of it.
Yeah, she's right.
No, I saw it. No, I just want to get like.
So, UCD and Maynooth will start today's game off. Championship game of this intervarsity contest. Just waiting on officials to have the coin toss to determine possession first, as UCD trying to keep warm and loose on the sideline. That's Thomas Ciavaro that you saw doing those drills. Ciavaro had a very important touchdown in the last game against Ulster, helping UCD go up by 2 scores in that second half. As it looks like it's going to be those 6 people that you see on the field in heavy rotation in this 5-a-side flag football matchup, as UCD's offense finally got the ball rolling against Trinity, kept it rolling against Ulster, and today they roll back around to the team that they were having a hard time against. This was the first game of the day for both squads. UCD in their first half drives, interception, turnover on downs, interception, touchdown, turnover on downs. Maynooth's drives in the first game between these two teams: touchdown, interception, touchdown, touchdown, end of half. And in the second half for Maynooth, it was touchdown, turnover on downs, touchdown, touchdown. For UCD, it was interception, interception, touchdown. That was for a final score of 40-12 as the captains meet at midfield once more for this rematch from earlier today in group play. McKenniff and Houston back on the field as captains for UCD American football. And UCD is going to, looks like they will start on defense, or at least they're going to start on the right side of the screen. Maynooth scored first in each of the games that they've played so far. They will have a chance to jump out to an early lead with this first drive from the 5-yard line. Championship game of flag football intervarsities. Let's have some fun here. Game is in Limerick. I am in Dublin. And you are wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining us. First snap to Ennis, and we're off and underway. Ennis gets the pass over and across to almost Seago. The first-year law student grabs it for second down. I remember what it was like to be a first-year law student. That year stunk, mostly because it was COVID. Second down coming up. Medium range distance to get here for that first down at the yellow line. Ennis has two receivers to his left, one very close to the runner, and he gets it away to the center. Snapper is going away. He cannot be stopped. Flag finally gets pulled. Ciavaro on the stop after getting the first down line.
Oh, they're playing together now? Yeah, they're playing.
Just realized that I didn't update the graphic for this. First down coming up from about midfield. As flag on the play, Amir Abdullah was running on that, trying to get a jump on the snap. And it looks like he was the one at fault for going across the line. So the offside penalty results in Maynooth getting an easier first down. Have to get to the goal line, must score after crossing midfield. Otherwise, it is a turnover on downs. So Amer lines back up in the designated runner position. The hand over his head. Gurr Canning is the one closest to Ennis. The throw on the line to the 10-yard line and close to out of bounds, but it's complete. Game between these two schools got so out of hand in the first game that Ennis was pulled from being quarterback, and the person snapping him the ball, Olga Clavalier, was put in the game at QB. Olga will send it back to Calm, and instead it's a pass for Canning. Omostigo again, touchdown. Maynooth is on the board first. It is a 6-0 start for Maynooth. They will line up to go for one from the 5-yard line. UCD's offense is going to have to keep pace with this powerful offensive attack from Maynooth, as they've shown throughout the course of the day, scoring now over 150 points on the day. Ennis underneath, got his man. Canning, touchdown converted. So now a 7-0 lead as UCD gets the ball here for the first time in this first half. Let's see what Sky Blue Dublin has in store here as Abdullah comes off for this play. High snap, handled. Throw, got a man. Higgins. Higgins trying to get around defenders. He cannot do so. It is a short gain, but it brings up second down. Kenneth lined up in the gun. Got it center of his chest. Gets away from pressure. Has the pass off, and Higgins is taken down. Third down coming up. Manageable situation here for UCD, trailing by 7. Minute halves, running clock for most of the time. Ciavaro stands over the ball and starts the play to McKenniff. A catch right at the first down marker. Higgins is taken down after gaining the new set. UCD seems content to march down the field play by play. As Maynooth took their first drive and scored. UCD looking for a response tally. Kenneth's got the ball. He gets rid of it quickly. Ciavaro has it. Flag ripped right outside of scoring area. Second down coming up. Bit of a change up in the formation as our camera goes haywire a little bit. Some conversation between receivers as it went from 2 to the right, instead now 2 to the left. McKenniff surveying his options quickly over the middle, has Higgins, got a player, and it's inside the 5. Third down coming. Four yards out to get in 2 plays. This play worked really well in the semifinal. They've got 3 to the left in goal line formation. Maynooth changing up, targeting. McKenniff got it to the receiver, but could not get it into the hands. It is incomplete, as it looks like McKenniff avoided the sack on the play. So now it's fourth down and about 4. Got to get to the goal line for UCD. Now they'll flip the play, and they will say there was a sack. So UCD has a little bit more room to work with, but they are further away from their objective. 3 to the right on this set. Here comes the play. A couple players collide. Receivers end up making it just enough room. Touchdown UCD. I thought for sure McKenniff was done on that play. A flag comes in by where the quarterback was. And now things get interesting, because if the play holds, it is a touchdown for UCD. But of course, the camera decides to move. Now I can't tell what's happening. Maynooth will execute a few substitutions as in the meanwhile, as UCD's score is taken off the board. A penalty on the offense negates the touchdown. So it's still 4th down, but now it is 4th, and you might as well have to get to County Clare. McKenniff stands, delivers, and it's tipped. Incomplete as Maynooth takes over on downs. So 3 tries on 4th down and goal, and UCD cannot get a point out of it. Maynooth a chance to go up 2 scores right away in this first half. Ennis has it and rolls to the right. Underneath throw, got Canning, and Canning running around, cannot get tagged, and he finally does get pulled down after gaining several yards. Gur Canning also is part of the Dublin Rebels tackle football team, in addition to being here on Maynooth. So several people on this UCD team will see him again, this time in pads and a helmet, coming up on March 1st when the Rebels come to UCD to reprise their cross-county rivalry. Ennis shifts himself to get better in position, rolling left, waiting, pump faking, and he opts to just throw it as opposed to taking the sack. The receiver was in the area. I do not believe that's going to be called intentional grounding. As now it brings up 3rd down here for the favorites in this game, especially given how their offense worked. 3 receivers bunched in the middle with 1 wide to the right. Ennis takes, UCD stays in coverage. Fires it over the side, and is that enough for the first down? No, it isn't. 4th down coming. Maynooth must get the yellow line in order for it to be first down. An incomplete pass or a bad snap here, and UCD will take over on downs. Wonder here if they've got a play for a short snap followed by a pitch and a run. The ball just has to move backward. It does not have to move between the center's legs to the quarterback. It is going to move to Ennis, though. Ennis getting to the line of scrimmage, and incomplete pass. The risk does not pay off. Maynooth turns the ball over on downs. UCD gets a critical stop, and it's just going to be a 7-0 lead as UCD takes the ball right back. Maynooth opted for a riskier pass play right at the boundary, and they could not get it complete. McKenniff stands and waits for the delivery, and this one is not going to make it to Ciavaro. 2nd down coming for UCD. First drive ended 4th down and goal. After 3 tries on that, thanks to 2 offensive penalties, UCD was unable to get to the goal line. McKenniff with receivers bunched, fakes the pitch, looking for options downfield. He throws. It is not intercepted, incomplete. Looking for Zubarek as it's 3rd down from the 5. We thank everybody for joining us and being part of today's contest. Excited that you have made us part of your Saturday entertainment. You know, there are plenty of options. The Six Nations match between Ireland and Wales just went final. Throw coming from McKenniff. McKenniff loads up, goes for it. What a man open! Diego Connolly Lenardi. A huge gain sets them up 1st and goal. From the Big Apple to County Limerick, He is running roughshod here in the last couple games for UCD. A couple huge plays for Conley Leonardi. McKenniff, what great vision to find him on that route breaking over the top. UCD setting up here, first and goal from about the 5. McKenniff underneath, and touchdown UCD. There are no flags on the field this time, as UCD will line up and go for one to tie the game. Two to the left, one to the right. McKenniff throwing for the tie, intercepted. They got to get him down, otherwise this will be a 1-point conversion for Maynooth, and nobody's going to catch him. Joseph Cahill takes the point back the other way.
Let's go. In.
I'm gonna switch.
The silence you hear is me consulting flag football rulebook to make sure that I have the score correct at 8-6. As Maynooth takes over from their 5 for the 3rd time today. Motion coming in center. Ennis throws to the motion man. That's Canning on the outside. 2nd down coming up. UCD lines up here on 2nd down. Declared rush is going to come right up the middle, opting to stay back in coverage. They try the double pass, and they're able to get across the 1st down line as Zubarek ends the play. First down here for Maynooth, leading 8-6. Ennis, and a flag on the play for something on the offense. Pre-snap procedural penalty, as it will still be 1st down. It's just now they will have to cross that 1st down line once again. Has someone short, and it loads up, goes for it all, and it's broken up. Higgins breaking up the touchdown attempt there. 2nd down coming up here for Maynooth. Second down as UCD does a 2-1-2 style defense. And I can't see the offensive alignment because the camera is not pointed that direction. I don't know what's drawing the camera's attention on that left side, as motion appears to have come. Play is going to come thankfully to my side of the field. Conley Leonardi stops the play, bringing up third down on the pull. Third down coming. Short toss. No flag pull so far. They eventually got the man down on the short toss play. Now fourth down coming here. Got to get to the goal line. I'll have to consult the rule book at halftime. Receivers bunched around the center. Ennis standing far back in the gun, gets the snap, looking for the goal line here. Ennis loading up. He knows he can't go underneath. He's got to throw. He's got to throw it in a hurry. Almost-Seago, and he comes down with it. Almost-Seago, his second TD of this game, and his I don't know how many today. He's had a lot. You may have been able to see the exasperation from UCD's coaching staff watching that play, thinking, we let him get open again. Amir Abdullah comes back onto the play. Looking to be nobody's rushing the QB. He can't run anyway. Throw to the back of the end zone, and it sails incomplete. So another 6 for Maynooth, but that is all they get. 14-6, your score so far. Thrilled all of you have joined us here on UCD American Football's YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Be sure to hit the bell for alerts. We will tell you when we are going live next. Our next live broadcast is going to be March 1st, when UCD's tackle football team takes on Dublin Rebels in the start of the AFI season. And it looks like the officials weren't ready for play. Nope, penalty comes in. So a half the distance penalty here on the offense. UCD can ill afford to be giving up free yards like that, especially to a team as offensively gifted as Maynooth is. Here comes the rush with speed. Got it, got the pass over, got it complete. Flag ripped around the 15. Nope, that's the 10. Yeah, that's the 15. Close game so far here between UCD and Maynooth. This is the third drive of the day for UCD. Kenneth telling everybody to go a little bit further downfield. Get Higgins across the first down line. First down UCD. Clock will stop as they reset for play. First down and just about half the field to go for the goal line. McKenniff leading his troops into formation as it is press coverage across that 7-yard line. High snap, handled. McKenniff able to throw it, getting it to the end zone. Could not complete the interception. And UCD able to sigh relief here as it is now second down from midfield. Second down play. Looking for it all. Going deep for Zubrek. Does not hold it in. And Zubrek had a step, had the ball hit his body, could not come down with it. Brings up third down. Kenneth is telling something to his snapper about the upcoming play. Let's see what the four receivers for UCD can do here. Here comes the rush. Here comes the throw. It's a good catch. And now it sets up a slightly more manageable fourth down coming up after the pass to Ciavaro. High snap. Kenneth handles it. Throwing to the goal line. Intercepted again. Maynooth is not able to run this one back as yet another INT puts the game back in Maynooth's hands. UCD has gone 2 drives scoreless, and Maynooth has gone 2 drives with scores. And as Maynooth University gets the ball again, the Hurricanes are loading up, looking to go back into the driver's seat in this one with a 2-score lead. Snap comes, quick formation, Gur Canning on the run. Gur Canning getting around a couple of tacklers. And Canning cannot get to the first down. It's short. Players are all walking off the field.
Tom, I think I'm gonna go outside.
I believe this is halftime of the championship game. Awfully close in this contest. Bunch of long drives between these two teams. Definitely not like the first game earlier today where there were some explosive plays and quick drives. So UCD will start with the ball here for the second half of play, down by 8. It is still a 1-possession game for the boys in sky blue. Halftime here from University of Limerick. Anybody got questions? Anybody got something they want to say? Anybody got anything they want to talk about? We got a little bit of time before play resumes. So now I'm trying to figure out whether I have the score correct or not.
New York.
So I am still correct that after the 1-point try by UCD was returned by Maynooth, it is still a 1-point score for Maynooth, even though under previous rules in other leagues and in other games of football, that would be considered a 2-point score because you ran it back. Not the case here. It is the value of the play that you declare, either 1 or 2. So each team held the ball 3 times for 3 complete drives in that first half. UCD scored on their second drive, but gave up an extra point to Maynooth as they start the play here in the second half of action. And almost intercepted again. Looking for Higgins over the middle and could not find him. Two receivers right, 1 receiver left. Slot on him. McKenniff handles the high snap, gets the ball away. Higgins had it in his grasp and dropped it. Third down and long coming up here for UCD. Still going from the 5. 2 downs to get to the center line. And it looks like Maynooth is backing off to play prevent defense. McKenniff sends a blitzer down, going over, and it looks like it's been intercepted. Yes, it has. Intercepted again by Maynooth. That is yet another INT for McKenniff. His second drive-ending INT in this game so far. 14-6 is the score, and Maynooth is in great position following the return to bring this game out of reach already. It is a full possession lead for the Hurricanes. One receiver close to the snapper. Here it comes for Ennis. Ennis is going to be, avoids the sack from Abdullah and gets the ball all the way to the goal line. Touchdown is the ruling. 1 play into the end zone. Maynooth going up 2 scores. And it looks like Maynooth is going to try to go up 16. Make it 2 full possession games. Nope, just going to go from the 5. Going for 1. Here's the snap. Fakes the hold. And got a toe tap catch. 21-6 is your score. And now UCD is in a must-score situation here. Actually, it looks like Maynooth didn't get it. Interesting. I assumed that they had gotten that. So based on the fact that they reran the conversion play and then didn't get it, my belief here is that it's now just a 14-point advantage. So still 2 scores as UCD comes back onto the field. I missed whatever the kerfuffle was about that caused the previous conversion to not be good. McKenniff, short toss for Higgins, looking to use that speed in the open. He's got around a couple of defenders, but a flag comes off after a good gain on first down. Kenneth looking over his options. Looks to the left first. Throws that direction over the middle. Got a guy. He's got somebody. Flag comes off of Conley Leonardi. First down for UCD. Considering neither team had the ball much in the first half, possessions are at a premium here for the boys in sky blue. All receivers bunched to the left. Someone drops into underneath coverage. Kenneth throws back across his body for Higgins. He's trying to get all the way around to the left. He's able to get around a couple defenders, but cannot elude the last tackler. Joseph Cahill got that flag off of him. And Leah Diebold was the one who missed on the first attempt. Diebold is yet another PhD in chemistry. Maynooth has a lot of those on their team this year. She's from France, and she listed in her bio that she may have dislocated every joint in her body. I don't want to know how that happened, and I'm not interested in learning why. So Higgins, after that run, pauses for some breath as the running clock continues to go here in this second quarter, in the second half of action. 2 receivers bunched close on the right side. McKenniff throwing left. Higgins got it, and he's taken down inside the 5. Diebold again on coverage. UCD is close to that goal line. I called this a gotta score drive earlier, and I'm sticking to it. Two yards to go for the end zone. Ciavaro will stand over the ball for McKenniff. Higgins and Conley Leonardi on the left, Zubrek on the right. This has been the same 5 with Abdullah going in occasionally. McKenniff gets around. He cannot run into the end zone. That's against the rules. Higgins with the catch. Touchdown, UCD. Getting it back to a full 1-possession game. UCD is looking to go for 1 to make this a 7-point lead. McKenniff loading up, passing to the back of the end zone, and incomplete. It is an 8-point advantage for Maynooth as they take back control of the ball and have it to drive the full length of the field. UCD's defense on the 5 drives for Maynooth so far have only been able to stop them on downs once. A different drive ended in the end of the half. So here, a lot of the same 5 guys are going back in for UCD, with McKenniff coming off and Abdullah coming on. As Patrick Sweeney and coaching company shorten the bench, as tends to happen in championship games where you rely on your most reliable players most frequently. thrilled you've joined us for the second half of action in this championship game. Maynooth and UCD, an 8-point lead for Maynooth. One score here might be enough to put the game out of reach. Here's Ennis on the catch, on the throw. He gets around the defender, lobs a pass, and Omasigo cannot grab that one. Omasigo has been able to catch most of the balls thrown to him today against UCD, but that one out of his reach. Lining up for second down now from the 5. Omasigo going out on the left side. Ennis gets around pressure. Canning's got it and avoids pressure until the flag comes off. Now third down, manageable situation here for Maynooth. Second-year art students from Lucan getting some practice in before joining the Dublin Rebels for AFI season coming up next week. Clavalier over the ball. Receivers bunched around her. Ennis waits. Ennis has some pressure. Overshoots his receiver. He had Canning open at midfield. Abdallah on the pressure, and it sets up a critical fourth down here. UCD has struggled stopping Maynooth's offense in this game. They trail by 8 points. What's the play call here to get Maynooth off the field? Abdallah is on the pressure as a spare ball comes into the field of play. So I hope the officials have stopped the clock for this reset. They set the ball back a yard or two back from where they were previously. Everyone stays in coverage. Abdallah runs, and Clavalier comes down with the catch, first down. Lavalier able to solve that tricky ball as it was coming down. And it's a first down here for Maynooth as they chew valuable minutes off the clock for UCD. Abdallah again on the rush. Abdallah again, he cannot get the tag. Gets it to Canning. Canning gets it to inside the 10. Second down coming up. This is just the second offensive drive for Maynooth in this half. They're taking as much time as they can off the clock to prevent UCD from having much to work with when they get the ball back next. Canning has it. Canning pitches to Ennis. Ennis, he throws it back to Canning. Canning's got it, and he's inside the 5. He's taken down. Flag on the play. This is going to be an illegal contact foul against UCD. Two officials threw that one. And the down will count. It'll be bonus yardage for Maynooth. Now comes third down. UCD can still keep Maynooth out of the end zone. Got to watch for the short snap with Canning right there. Clavalier sends it to Ennis. Ennis looking for options. Clavalier's got it. Flag comes off, but not before she crossed the goal line. Touchdown. (26-12) your score. As Maynooth University Hurricanes put themselves in the driver's seat firmly in the lead. And a flag comes in for something. As Tom McKenniff is going to come in to replace Charlie Higgins for this conversion play. Not 100% sure what that was all about, as I do not have the field audio. I can't hear what's going on. So, for 1 point extra from the 5, motion from the right to the left. Abdullah comes in, cannot get the pull, and Canning's got it in the end zone for 1. 27-12. Not sure how much time is left for UCD to mount this comeback, but they've got to get 2 scores quick. And their explosive play offense seem to be left behind in the Trinity game. Maynooth does not seem worried about playing deep. They're playing up. Throw to Zubrek. He has his flag taken quickly after the catch. Second down coming. UCD does not seem to be in any particular hurry to start this snap. McKenniff has it. Rushes on. Throw is over the middle. Throw is over everybody's head. There are 4 people in the path of that ball, 2 for each side. Neither came down with it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in for this UCD American Football live broadcast. This is the 2025 Intervarsity final game, championship game between UCD in the sky blue and Maynooth University in the dark. And it looks like a flag came in prior to the play. I didn't quite see what that was for, but the signal is that it was on Maynooth. And nope, it's on UCD. Second down is going to now take a long time. So now third down coming here. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Here comes the rush. McKenniff gets out of there, throws it up for grabs, and he couldn't grab it down. Maynooth may have been able to seal this game right there, but he couldn't do it. We are approaching 5 o'clock here in Dublin, Ireland. Fourth down coming. UCD has to get to that first down line at midfield in order to continue this drive and continue their chances to win this game. Shadows on the right side of the offense, left side of the defense. Throw is a load up and go, but he could not get it far enough. Incomplete pass. Maynooth takes over on downs. Question now is how long can Maynooth hang on to this ball to keep it out of UCD's hands? They do have to run plays. As it looks as though several teams are done for the day. These 2 teams faced off earlier in the game, in the day in pool play. UCD is at the same score that they had earlier. Pass comes to Omasigo, and Omasigo has his flag taken right away after the catch. And they instead will rule a sack. So quarterback sack pushes Maynooth back a bit. A safety won't do much help here for UCD. Colm Ennis has the ball. Abdallah shakes around, got the catch, and was he in bounds? They're going to mark him in bounds. Wow. Stephen Healy somehow kept a foot in. Take a guess, another PhD in chemistry student. How many of them are there on this team? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 PhDs in chemistry on the listed roster today for Maynooth. They could have brought all of them, and it would have still been enough for this 5-a-side team. Olga Clavalier gets it, and she has her flag taken. Third down coming up for UCD. Thank you to everyone who tuned in for however many games they've tuned in for. If you've been here all day, congrats. If you're just joining us, welcome. Colm Ennis, another one of those PhD in chemistry students. Fake snap to him, passes backward, back to Gurr. Canning it goes. Canning's got it, cannot get around to that first down marker. Flag pulled right before, about 5 yards out. And that was fourth down, as now UCD will take possession. However, under the rules, on a turnover on downs inside most of the field of play, the drive starts at the 5-yard line of the new offensive team. So UCD is unable to take advantage of stopping Maynooth's offense for the first time in this half as far as field position. Same 5 guys on offense it's been most of today's game. McKenniff waits. McKenniff gets around pressure, and he does not get far. Flag pulled. It's a sack for half the distance to the goal. Elizabeth, I see your question. Given that both teams have had the ball for long drives, I think if we're not at 2 minutes, we're very close to it. Higgins has it. He's surrounded by defenders. Flag pulled now, and this is going to be a long third down. And it looks like that's ball game. Yep, teams are lining up to shake hands. That's your game. 27-12 is the end as Maynooth University wins Intervarsity Flag Football for 2025. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Love to all of you who have stuck around for most of today's contests. Thank you so much for being a part of this entertaining aspect. This was definitely a fun show for everybody involved. But Maynooth goes undefeated, winning both games of pool play, the semifinals and the finals, to go 4-0 and win intervarsity competition for today. UCD finishes in the runner-up spot. This is their 3rd year in flag intervarsity. plenty of time and plenty of room to improve leading up to the women's flag football season in the spring in the Claddagh League. UCD Tackle Football, March 1st, around 1 p.m. Ireland time, will be the game. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and be part of the action when we go live. Final score from Limerick is 27-12. Thank you so much for joining us. For all of us here at UCD American Football, I'm Max Walpuff. Have a great week. We will see you on Saturday.